If you are invited to a Korean wedding, here's what to expect. In case you wonder, this video does not cover traditional wedding. Most weddings these days are Western style. This is what I'm going to talk about. First, you will be invited to the wedding. A printed invitation is formal and respectful. Online invitation is also popular these days. Either way, RSVP is usually not required. You will be specifically asked to if the host really needs to know in advance. However, if you are invited over a meal, the host is likely to be expecting you to come. We usually give money gift for weddings. It is an important and subtle part of a wedding. The general rule is that if you give certain amount for your friend's wedding, then you are getting the same amount back for your wedding. This also applies for weddings of your children or your friends' children. If you are attending the wedding, normally you prepare the money gift. One way to decide the amount of the money gift is to consider how expensive the venue is, because the host will pay for your meal at the venue. If you are invited but not attending, you can wire the money or ask a friend who's attending to deliver yours. And you don't always have to give the money gift just because you got the invitation. Usually, people are not very selective about whom to invite. Sometimes you can be invited to a wedding of a distant acquaintance. In that case, you don't really have to attend or give the money gift. Dress code is not very strict these days. Business casual should be fine. Of course, formal suit is also appropriate if you prefer. However, if a guest shows up in all white, it can be offending because it collides with the bridal dress. The ceremony starts at the exact time on the invitation. If you want to personally say hello to the host, arrive a little earlier than the time on the invitation. Before the ceremony, the parents of groom and bride and the groom stands in front of the hall. Bride stays in a waiting room where she can meet and greet guests before the ceremony. You will see desks where the relatives collect the money gifts. Here, you hand the money in an envelope. Write your name on the back of the envelope, bottom left side. Write your name on the guest book as well. If the venue has a separate dining hall, you will need a meal ticket to be served. This table is where you can get it. Sometimes, the host prepares a small gift for guests who don't want the meal. Also, make sure you are at the right desk. Many venues hold multiple occasions at the same time. A typical ceremony will go like this. It will take about 30 minutes in overall. However, religious weddings can last over an hour. Group photo at the end of the ceremony is an important part. Many guests don't want to miss this because the couple will keep the picture throughout their marriage. The relatives gather first to take the picture, and then friends and colleagues. After the main ceremony, the groom and bride walk around to greet guests while they eat. Now that's all. Please note that this video is intended for those who are not familiar with Korean weddings at all. I try to keep it simple and not to go into too much details. If you have any question, please leave a comment and I'll try to answer as much as possible.